Son, keeping your word and being fair are two pillars of trust. And trust is the foundation on which almost everything else in human life is built. Relationships, reputations, markets, and institutions. When you say you'll do something and then do it, you create a small piece of predictability in a world that has very little. People can stop second guessing you, stop hedging against your reliability, and stop building costly workarounds. The opposite is also true. Every broken promise, however small, raises the cost of dealing with you. Friends start confirming your plans twice. Colleagues begin CCing your manager. Lenders charge you more. There's a personal cost too. Each time you break your word, you tell yourself a quiet story about why it was justified, and the next breach becomes easier. Keeping your word isn't just a courtesy to others. It's a way of keeping faith with the person you said you'd be. Fairness is what keeps trust from being one-directional. Someone who always keeps their promises, but always to their own advantage, becomes respected and resented in equal measure. Fairness asks, would I accept this deal from the other side? Would I want this rule applied to me? Fairness doesn't mean splitting everything exactly down the middle. It means weighing interests, honestly, not exploiting asymmetries of power or information. The contractor who flags a problem with the work instead of papering over it. The manager who gives credit to the person who actually did it. The friend who doesn't take advantage of knowing your weak moment. The two virtues lean on each other. First, keeping your word without fairness becomes rigid self-interest. I gave you exactly what I promised, and not 1 inch more. Second, fairness without keeping your word becomes empty. Goodwill, well-intentioned, but unreliable when it costs something. And third, together, they produce something rare and valuable. A person whose commitments can be trusted and whose judgment can be trusted when the situation changes and the original commitment no longer fits. That last point matters. Sometimes keeping your word strictly would be unfair. And sometimes strict fairness means revising a commitment you made. The mature stance isn't never deviate. It's say when you'll deviate. Say why. And let the other person adjust. Silence in the face of a broken commitment is the real betrayal. Honest renegotiation is what keeps relationships alive. A practical way to live this. Before you make a promise, ask whether you'd want it kept if the shoe were on the other foot. If yes, make it and keep it. If no, don't make it. Propose something fairer instead. Most reputations, good and bad, are built one such moment at a time.